Okay, so we've now been to the room of requirement and finished that quest. We have to report to Professor Fig now, so let's head on over to see him. He'll be in his classroom probably. Right, so let's just head on in here.
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You'll just grab this chest here.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. And that's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Okay, so let's speak to Professor Rackham.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Right, we have now completed the map chamber quest. We now have to meet Professor Fig at the tower. So let's just fast travel to it, or as close to it as we can get, and I'll speed up the travel.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
You know what, let's go and do Madame Kugawa's assignment first. Right, we'll go and pop the balloons around the Quidditch pitch first. Oh, there was something to collect there. We've collected a love letter. We'll have a proper look at that later. Okay, so that's the first balloon.
Revelio.
Right, they light up with Revelio, so that makes it easier to spot them. We'll do the ones at the pitch next. Hogsmeade Station Ticket Office. This station has stood here since the early 1800s when Minister for Magic Ottoline Gamble acquired a steam engine train to transport students to Hogwarts. The station appeared in Hogsmeade virtually overnight just after the train did. The operation involved using a lot of memory charms on Muggle workers in the largest mass concealment charm ever performed in Britain.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time. And I'm great.
Okay, we'll do the Merlin trial here.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
So we have to light all 3 fireballs.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Right, we'll keep heading to the pitch. That's balloon 1.
Revelio. Revelio. Brilliant.
Ah, the last one was hiding a little there. Let's go see Madame Kagawa.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Okay, so we got the chest there. Dear Madam Kagawa, I'm writing to do with Professor Black's decision to cancel Quidditch. As you know, Joining a professional Quidditch team is my utmost dream, and I believe my chances will now be ruined, or at least significantly thwarted. Professor Weasley insists that we must be fair to the headmaster, and she encouraged me to practice on my own. I have devised some challenging trials for myself, but it's not at all the same as practicing on the pitch. Nothing is. Please could I ask that you speak to the headmaster or to Professor Weasley? I shall be miserable my whole life if I can't play Quidditch properly for this entire year. Thank you, Professor. Imelda Reyes.
Revelio.
Dear Madam Kagawa, marvellous news that you will be joining the faculty at Hogwarts as our new flying instructor. I dare say our work together at Hogwarts will be less eventful than our time near Yokohama Harbour, though one never knows. I shall look forward to seeing you soon. If you have any questions in the meantime, please do not hesitate to send me an email. Warm regards, Matilda Weasley.
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
Okay, so we've now learned the Glacius spell.
I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out.
Revelio.
Glacius, there you go. Catching on quickly.
Okay, I'm going to unlock a new spell set. We'll get Revelio Mastery as well. And Evasion Absorption. Okay, let's do Professor Rackham's trial now. We'll leave Summoner's Court to be our last quest of the game, probably.
Confringo!
Let's just defeat these poachers now whilst we're here.
Is that all they're teaching in school these days?
Then we can do the Merlin trial and get on with our breath.
You feel a burning sensation.
Confringo! Incendio!
Incendio!
Potato!
Stop flitting around like a baby-wig!
We'll try getting the drilling feet here.
Incendio!
Glacier!
You dare slay one of my
Okay, we've gotten that now. We can quickly finish the rest here.
Potato!
None! Nothing more than...
Revelio.
We'll just see what loot is around. Can we burn those things away here? Okay, we can't.
Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
Okay, so we'll light our wands to collect these moss and bring them to the pillars.
Pathetic. Oh, very weak.
Lumos.
Okay, that's 2 down. Only 1 more to go.
Revelio.
Let's check over here.
Revelio. Lumos. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Okay, we'll just keep making our way to the waypoint. We'll grab these balloons whilst here.
Revelio.
We'll grab this Merlin child, just do what we can on the way.
Repairer.
Okay, so we just need to jump on all of these without falling. We'll grab this flue here. Okay, so we now have the Sandbacar's Tower flue flame.
Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Reaching an enemy undetected allows you to cast Petrificus Totalis. This will permanently incapacitate a weaker enemy or significantly damage a stronger one.
Revelio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
We'll just sneak up on these goblins here, try going for full stealth.
Well done.
Okay, I think this might alert the other one.
Why, it's a grapple and you are.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Search the tower and the surrounding area. Look for anything to do with the names. What you find here could be the key to goblinkind finally taking its rightful place in the world. Ranrock.
Revelio.
I will draw blood. You explain the stench. I will make you. I won't rest. Rather unwise coming back anyway.
There.
You think this is funny?
Tego, Confringo.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Revelio.
That's all right. Let's head inside.
We'll just look what's around here.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Okay, we've looted a striking turquoise cloak. Just making sure we're not missing anything here.
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
Okay, let's see what's up here.
Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Revelio.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Let's make our way down.
Revelio.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Okay, so this is the start of the trial. This is probably going to be harder than the rest, so I'm keeping an eye out for any enemies sneaking up on me.
That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Okay, so we got some galleons out of the chest.
Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Those statues keep making me paranoid. I haven't been this paranoid around a statue since meeting angels.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Let's see what was back here.
What have the Keepers planned for me?
We've now got Roughhouser gloves.
These look familiar.
Okay, we'll pull this closer. We've got the tartan classic school uniform.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
We've got the Cobalt Debonair Ensemble.
More statues. Not making this easy on me.
Is there anything around there? Nope, okay. Let's head down.
Revelio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Okay, we need to pull that closer to get to the magic.
Revelio.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Revelio.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Revelio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Okay, we'll pull it to this side of the bridge, then climb onto it and onto the platform.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Revelio.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Okay, we'll try getting the dueling feet here, so we need to damage a frozen enemy. Although it seems they're breaking out of being frozen before I can damage them. Right, so we'll try doing the dueling feet to one of the smaller ones since it might just be the big ones. Okay, we've managed a dueling feet here on one of the smaller statues. Okay, let's see if there's anything to loot here. Right, we'll get this close to that platform and jump onto it. Now we can pull ourselves over there. I think we're almost at the end here.
Revelio.
Okay, there's quite a lot here.
Protego, Confringo, Incendio, Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo, Incendio.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Valiant. What a relief. Another pensive. Revelio.
Let's have a proper look at that statue here, then we'll go watch the memories.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars. He needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
We've now completed Percival Rackham's trial. We'll just claim our rewards here. If you liked this video, be sure to like and let me know if you want to see more and what other games you might want to see. And subscribe to be notified when I next upload a video.